Okay guys, this is my last Emerald video, I promise, unless I wind up getting something just unbelievable. This is another battle showing how to use this ship in battle, but one difference in this battle is the fact that I'm fighting against human beings instead of bots. And it's Sunday morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you know you're addicted to WoWs when it's Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and instead of having breakfast or reading the paper, you're playing WoWs. Alright, so we're in the Emerald. You can see we've got quite a large team. It's always like that when you're going against people versus bots. Bots have a tendency to charge in, whereas people don't. They keep their distance, and they're a lot more careful, especially when it comes to taking damage.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
So, using this island for temporary concealment. You're also going to see I zip ahead a bit in the video. Sorry about the lousy sound. Still working on getting a new mic. Haven't found a decent one yet. So, once again, for those who don't care for the British cruiser line, get to where your friends can see the enemy, then pop smoke. Notice that I don't pop smoke until I've slowed down to about 14 kilometers. Ideally you want to be 12 or less, but since I had slammed on the brakes, I knew I'd be slowing down in a hurry. Now they cannot see me, but I can see them. That is because there are friendly ships out there spotting them. Oh, how very frustrating it must be for the enemy. They know there's an angry smoke cloud shooting into them, but they can't see me. They can take a guess based on my gunfire. One thing you're going to have to watch out for if you play the Emerald, and destroyer captains already know this, if you pop smoke, the enemy, especially when they're not bots, they're real humans, they will send a lot of torpedoes your way. So you've got to be on the lookout for that. Now this guy I'm shooting at right now, he's either in a Omaha or Phoenix. I think his name is Bad Dad. He took a few hits and he turned tail and he ran. Dad Bad, that's his name. But he'll be back. In this game you must be aggressive, even if it's a mildly aggressive. If you just hang back, the enemy's going to pour all over you. Now I'm getting the heck out of there because I know my smoke screen is about to disappear, and when it does, the enemy will have pushed in so close I'll be just beaten to a pulp. Now, plus I know that there's an enemy destroyer behind that big island you see on the screen. So, as you can see, my smoke screen vanished. You always want to be mindful of your smoke screen going bye-bye, because when it does, all of a sudden, you're going to be at a dead stop. And look at that gunfire coming in at me. All kinds of gunfire coming at me. I definitely picked the right time to get out of there. If I had stayed put after my smoke screen vanished, yeah, I'd be gone. Yep, I'd be gone. So I'm sending some torps down there only because there's area denial. If I get lucky, great. If I don't get lucky, well, no biggie. Just don't torp any of your friends. So that friendly, or the enemy destroyer, I know he's in there. I saw him on the mini-map. I've got a friendly battleship following me. There's a smoke screen. It's either a destroyer Or another British cruiser. Take a quick peek, see if I can get that guy. No. And my torps have gone out of range. They're dead. Still can't get that guy. I'd like to, he's awfully close. Oh, there's that destroyer. Now, lay into him. Send in some torps. Now watch where I'm turning. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. Yeah, my shots are kind of lousy, I know, but take a look at this island on the right side of your screen middle. I'm gonna go in behind there. Now if he were to fire torps at me, his torpedoes would hit that island. He couldn't get me. That's something that will save you. Islands are a great tool. You just gotta be alert and use the islands to your health, your benefit. So he dodged my first torps. Destroyers are really good at dodging torps. I'm going to go ahead and change camera angles. There we go, that's better. So he is actually giving me some attention, but what he really wants is our friendly battleship. So our battleship is turned into him. Smart thing to do. Okay, so we got him. Good. Because he was going after our battleship. So our next enemy is just at a range. Let me speed up the playback a bit. Now you notice I've kind of dropped out of the standard way that I play the Emerald, hiding in smoke. And then just bombing the daylights out of them. You can do that with the Emerald. Just realize that if somebody is focusing on you, especially an enemy battleship, you're going to get hurt in an awful hurry. Because the citadel on this ship is exposed. It's above water. And it's only got 76 millimeters of armor. So you don't want to be broadside to a battleship if you can help it. Now, if they're not focusing at you, if they're looking at somebody else, fantastic. You're also going to find playing people versus bots. People get distracted. Bots don't. Once a bot decides to focus on you, they're going to stay on you unless you pull out of range and somebody else pulls it closer into range. I do send off a couple of torps. Hopefully I can get this battleship. I'm also going to stay on that rudder. Don't want to sail in straight lines, not with this ship. Not with any ship, actually. I do send off some torps the other direction because I know there's a whole herd of enemy warships all crowded together in one place. If you ever come across something like that, oh yeah, let those torps go. Alright, I got that battleship. Took him down with one torp and some friendly help. Now I'm going to dive back in to the standard way of using the Emerald. And that is hide in smoke. There are several ships that are spotting these enemies now, not just me. So I slow down, I'm at 14, 13, I pop smoke, now they cannot see me. I do take a couple of hits. That is a serious threat. Rats, he disappeared in smoke. That's Cleveland. Either that or in Atlanta. Either way, those guys are bad news. They will put the hurt on you. If you spot one, don't hesitate. Take them down fast. Because they can put out a heck of a lot of gunfire. Okay, he's gone. That's sunk two. And here's Bad Dad again. Finally realized he had to get into this battle. Now, if he had smarts, or maybe he's not thinking this time of the morning, that's all. Maybe he hasn't had his coffee. Or if he were a bot, he would send torps at me, and he probably would have had me. Bots definitely would have sent torps. So I get out of there, even though that was good cover, because I know that anybody who's awake, or if they're a bot, is going to send torps into that smoke screen. And I would have been in a lot of trouble. So I'll go ahead and send some torps. Maybe I'll get lucky. Didn't really take the time for a careful shot. Also, when you're playing against people, they're a lot better about not sailing in a straight line than the bots are. The bots have a tendency to sail in straight lines more so than real humans. They don't at tiers 1, 2, 3, and 4, but by the end of that, they have figured it out. Do not sail in a straight line. You will die. So this guy is about to go bye-bye. He has taken a sizable chunk of health off me, and he's just a light cruiser. You can see I'm down to half, and a few minutes ago I had only lost 1/3 of my hit points. So the Emerald cannot take many hits, and it's going to go bye-bye. It's going to get blown out of the water. You've got to be mindful of that. If you've got a really, really good shot on another ship, and somebody off to your side or behind you starts shooting at you, don't ignore them. This ship is not a damaged sponge. So we've got 88 hits so far, going up. 2 citadels, 3 secondary hits, 1 flooding, 1 torpedo hit, sunk 2. Oops, make that sunk 3. Now this is this replay does not have the info screen at the end of the battle, so you don't see what kind of points I get. But I got 4,368 experience. I forgot what I get in free experience, and it actually credited me with sinking this ship. That's a Ganiza now, and he has torps, so I am keeping my distance from him. And they're actually pretty good torps. I know it doesn't look like I get credit for the kill, but actually I did. So a total of 4 sunk. That's it. If you don't know how to play the Emerald by now, take a closer look. It's actually a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and have fun.